So we're here. It's Thanksgiving. We're gonna do a little shoulder workout. Yeah, I decided that last minute it was between shoulders and legs. Maybe I'll do some leg space too, but we'll see. Primarily just focusing on shoulders. Um, yeah, so I'm just gonna warm up on this. Do a couple sets. I wanted to do like an overhead press, but all the racks are taken, so we'll just do a little warm up for now. See what the day takes us. And just like that, change of plans because this thing opened up. So we are actually going to do those overheads. So we're going to try 135. I think I'll be able to get this like maybe 4 to 5 times. So I want to do, taking like 4 sets of these. And we'll see how this first one goes and then we'll adjust from there. All right, that was better than I thought. So we got, 6? So we'll continue working with this. 4 or 5 sets. I might do the last one. I'll add some more weight right at the end. See if we can go a little bit higher. But that was good. I like the way these are feeling right now. This side feels a little like with these overhead movements, but so far so good. So far so good. Okay, I think we'll add a 10 to each side. Yeah. Okay, we have 155. I want to at least hit this 3 times and Yeah, I don't know. Depending, maybe I'll add a little bit more depending on how this goes, just to see, because I'm getting a lot of activation from this, and it feels good. I'm having fun, so why not keep it going? That's the addict mindset. Never know when to stop. What? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna do a couple sets of lateral raises. On these, I'm not so much focused on lifting heavy weights, just because it can be tough on your joints, for one. And I'm really trying to focus on isolating my delts. So, and it's much easier done with lightweight, more of a slow and controlled movement, instead of just swinging it up there just to get it. But if you want to load up the weight and do it to your best of your ability, you'll still gain something from that. More than one way to approach things. I think it's important also to, like, with it's like things in general, there's more than one way to do something. Your way might not be the same as my way. My way could work great for me, but might not work that well for you. Maybe you have a different way of doing it that works better for you. Go with whatever works best for you. You know you best. Kind of piggybacking off of what I was saying before I started that. Like, that's one thing for me when I started going to the gym consistently. Like, I've been coming here for a little over a year now, and you'd see other people who'd be in great shape, whatnot, and we all start somewhere. But instead of like thinking, oh, I want to get my body to look like theirs, it was more of a mindset of, what would my body look like if I put in the same level of effort that they're putting in? Because I want to see my version of that level of effort. I'm not going to look like anybody else, and comparing your progress to somebody else, really, it doesn't matter, because you're not them, and they could be built different. You're built different. So, expecting the same thing to work just as good for every person out there, that is Just not accurate. It's just not going to work. There's always going to be outliers. I actually think I'm going to do some traps today. I never really do them. I think they could use a little bit of growth. So let's do some traps after this. Man, see, that gets heavy. 22.5 pounds gets heavy. Different angle, because the guy came up to me and said that, asked if he'd not be in the background. So you know what I did? I just moved my camera. That is the only reasonable and acceptable reaction to that. Because it's a public space and I don't own any space here. So it is what it is. Who knows, maybe this angle's better. All right, shrug time. Thinking we'll go up and let's do we'll surf down 65, 55, 45, or 65, 60, 55, something like that. And then we'll just go 1, 2, 3. We'll do one set, pick up this next one, and really burn out the traps. You'll see. Yeah, hopefully it'll make sense. Okay. 75. Okay. Oh man. Ooh. That was nuts. Ooh. This does use a lot of equipment though, and I don't like being that guy. Ooh. Woo. Wow. This is good. This is good. We're going to keep this in the bank for when we do traps once a quarter. So one thing that you can do with shrugs is, yeah, you can bring your shoulders to your ears like this, but also your traps run like up your neck, down to the side, and then comes down as part of your mid-back. So not only does it elevate, but it also retracts too. So when you're shrugging, if you can come like up and like also squeeze in the back, squeeze up and behind you, you get better activation of the trap and maybe some additional gains if you're trying to grow them. So random tangent, but I felt like I could share this because other people might get it. I could use some help. But so one of my friends was seeing this girl, and he is not religious. However, the girl that he was seeing is very religious. And I told him that this would probably cause a problem later on because this is like a compatibility issue. And these are the types of things that really we should be paying attention to when we're vetting other people. Because if we don't, like, we're so focused on looks or like the superficial things that, like, long term, that wasn't a real set. We're going to redo that. I just have to finish talking. I can't concentrate on both things. But long term, there's going to come a point where that idea of religion is going to interfere, where one person is not on board and the other person is. Like they just had two different life plans, and that's an incompatibility. That's like a genuine reason to like, oh, this won't work out. But we generally don't focus on that. We focus like, oh, do they have like, oh, what do they do for work, or any clubs that they're in, which are important, but we might tend to overlook these other things. And that's the thing, something came up and it was the way that she lived and he wasn't okay with it. Well, then he started feeling like, oh man, like, you know, maybe, but, you know, sacrificing something like that you, if it's like one of your values and you compromise on that, they're not going to change. Like the other person's not going to change for you. And over time, if you compromise those values, you're going to build up resentment. And that will kill love and attraction faster than anything else. And due to the sudden cost fallacy, once we've invested so much into something, we can tend to try to, like, we want to keep investing and we're more reluctant to give it up because we've already invested this much. But the more you can kind of like be objective and look at things for the way they really are, it might make sense. So, but yeah. So that was my little share. Hopefully that helps some of you guys out there. You know, if you're seeing somebody, they're also trying to like be a good fit for you. It's not like, oh, I hope this person likes me. I hope that they think I'm a good fit. They gotta be a good fit for us too. Because again, like we don't want to be with somebody that we don't even really like, but we just like that we're attracted to them. That will fade real fast. And then you'll be left with the stuff that actually makes a difference. So, okay. All right, we can be done with these. You know, the idea. So the saying, like something's better than nothing. In dating, that does not really apply. Like, in the majority of the time, like if you go into it like, oh, well, something or someone's better than nothing, you go down that road, you're playing a risky game because you're not with somebody because you genuinely want to be. It's more so out of necessity or just like having somebody. I know another girl who met this guy and she's not even really into him. Like the only redeemable thing that she could tell me about this dude was that he was 6 foot. So that is it. And you know what? Guys, you don't need to be 6 feet tall, okay? Girls just want a guy that's taller than them. As long as you're taller than them, they're generally okay with it. And 6 foot tall, that's a mentality. Mentally, if you're acting like you're 6 feet tall, you know, head honcho, king, you're gonna radiate that and attract people. It's not even about the actual numerical value on your height, but anyhow, that was the only redeemable quality. And she mentioned that she doesn't want to settle. Super sweet girl, but by continuing to engage with this dude, she is settling because she's not really into it, but is doing it just to have someone or to do something or to just not be alone. In this case, nothing would be better than continuing to do this because not only is she wasting her time, but she's wasting his time as well. So, and I don't think anybody wants their time to be wasted. Thanksgiving shoulder day completed. We didn't get to legs. I didn't even really get to rear delts, but those will be fine. I think my rear delts get enough activation throughout the week, but yeah, they started making an announcement they're closing early, so we all had to go. But yeah, so main idea from this, don't settle for people that it's not going to work with or that you're not really about. You should be excited about someone you're seeing, and they should be excited about you. And if they're not, you're just wasting your time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. Invest in those who are investing in you. You know, that's like a good equivalent exchange. So that's more likely to pan out in your favor. All right, have a happy Thanksgiving. See you guys.